This is The Underground with me, Jared Ombui. Today we're in Nakuru, and this is actually the second time we're talking to a beatmaker come producer. And today we have Level Next, one of the illest from this town that is actually found on the floor of the Rift Valley. Some of us did geography, so we haven't forgotten some of these things. So welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh man, you're so reserved. You're not in an office.
I know, but you gotta be professional, you know.
Oh, you got to be professional. Okay, so Level Next, you've been in the game for some time, but for my listeners, it's the first time they're getting your interview.
Yeah.
So who is Level Next?
Humble guy, beatmaker, loves hip-hop, Nakuru all day.
And Nakuru all day. And
All
at
day.
night?
Nakuru.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about this. You're talking with the first interview we had actually with a beatmaker.
Okay.
We were talking about Beatsmith, and we explored so many things on how he came to the game and so on and so on.
Yeah.
You as a beatmaker, when did it start?
It was way back in 06, 07. But I really found myself later on when I met the Beatsmith. It's funny because most people don't know this, but he's actually one of the people who helped Level Next to be Level Next. So got a shout out to the Beatsmith.
So you're paying homage, huh?
Real talk.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about 2006.
Yeah.
You also talked about 2006 as the time when he had begun to make beats.
Yeah.
How did it start for you? You know, you've given him credit, but let's talk about your beat making as Level Next.
Okay. It wasn't anything serious to be when I started it. It was supposed to be a hobby because I love music, you know. But I had a friend who had like a software, FL. Most people know this. So I used to go to his place, make beats. They're not that dope, but I made beats.
Who tells you they're not dope?
Yeah, he did. And I also know. There were baby steps. I was making baby steps. Then to some point, I thought like, okay, let me now focus. After meeting the Beatsmith, I was like, okay, let me now focus because he's actually one of the people who inspired me. I loved his sound. So I usually aimed at finding his sound. So one day when I called him, I had locked myself in a room. In my room, making beats all day. I had made beats for like, I don't know, a week or so. So I called him and told him, look, this is my stash. Listen to it, tell me what you think. And I remember he nodded and said, yeah, you're there.
Yeah,
so
you're making steps, yeah?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, cool. Now.
So he patted your back and said, boy, you're growing.
I'm growing, man.
Okay, let's talk about this because talking about beats, it's like beat makers are angels from another planet.
Okay, yeah.
Or aliens. I don't know
A
which.
little bit of both, because it can give you, a beat maker can frustrate you as an artist, but he can really make you.
Okay, let's talk about frustration first, then the making.
Okay, some people call themselves beat makers, but they actually don't have the art side of it. So maybe you might be an artist looking for a particular sound. They don't know how to tap it. They don't know how to create it. So at the end of the day, you think you have it, but nah, you don't. You have nothing. So basically, that is a frustration point of view. And another perspective is that most artists come to a beat maker or producer thinking that after the song is done, the producer will do the marketing for them. So it kind of becomes frustrating for them. But can't really blame the beatmaker, man. Come on.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
People expect the beatmaker to actually market them.
Yeah.
We're talking about MCs. Okay, let's leave it at that. We'll address that later. Okay. But let's talk about MCs who come and they get your beat and they just waste it.
Yeah, okay. I've had a couple of incidences like that.
What's the word to them? We need to be straight here.
I usually call them work rappers, anyway. Just work rappers. But the main thing here is most people think they know what they want, but at the end of the day, they usually don't. They say they want A, you give them A, but actually they wanted B. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's for me, it's all about art, and somebody wastes my art. I usually take it at heart because my beats are, part of my soul, if I have to say.
Okay. I think if you're joining us now today, we are talking to one of the beat makers from Nakuru and also producer. Yeah. We are talking about Level Next. Remember last time we spoke to Beatsmith, one of the beat makers from this town of Nakuru. Remember my technician is Yakov the Jew of Folanka Studios. Let's listen to one of the songs that Level Next was behind it. We're talking about Grateful, that Shahidi and Romy and who else?
And Kalimani
did. Let's listen to this.
Situations za maisha jo hukam, hujui vile utapata leo kesho ama jana, ukichomwa na jua ya mchana, vijana wanapanga kukusnatch usiku bana, but unajua kila mtu anatafuta zanguo, wadoi, nyumba, stafta na staff kailo inafanya wana gun down wadhi wakitaka kuja run down. I'm not complaining, but ghetto youth are paining. What's the use of gaining the world but then you're veining in the bottom of your heart? Set yourself apart, appreciate the blessings of bedrooms beating hearts. Wacha tuseme kuwa grateful ni vital ka ile organ nime-mention before. Vile hukamdo, vile si uhandle, ukikuja sana uwe bloody kama tampon. I
know I should be more grateful.
I know it.
I know I should be less doubtful.
Less doubtful.
I know I should be more grateful.
I know it.
Everything I have.
Everything, yo. For 9 months ulinibeba kwa giza na peace. 9 months before nipenye kwa beli ya beast. Imejaa hayawani, matapeli, mafisi na admit it, kuadapt haikuwa rahisi. After kuswitch home toka mama mzazi to mother earth, blindfolded my time expected kufuata path. Sometimes ni hopeless kucheki mirage kwa horizon, but man ni might so higher power na siphon iki-unlock doors za mine za perception. Nifungue macho ni beauty na cheki kwa reception, negativity kwa dustbin kila challenge ni lesson. So na tackle leo head on nikingoja kesho na inhale poison, but asante for the oxygen. Holes kwa ozone but kuna warmth kwa continent. Niko grateful there's nothing bigger than life. Live big, live well, usingoje afterlife.
I know I should be more grateful.
Bila shaka
I know I should be less doubtful.
Kweli, bila shaka najua.
I know I should be more grateful.
Bila shaka
Everything I have.
level mama, pokea heri njema maluliko. Ni miaka mitatu tangu wende kwa jani ya kifo. Hata kai emotions wa heavy kawa drop ya winter. Na puza losses na kuhesabu baraka mali nimefika. Ulile emphasis kwa lessons za life since infancy. Nisiwe snared na pesa, greed na shika jealousy. Kwa dunia typical sike sini kosis conspiracy. Sini legacy yako kupe positive thoughts primacy. Imekuwa ngumu kupata friendship ya kusabu yako. Ape peace wa disturb yako. Watch their back kwa stab yako. Bila kumention my lessons zako kwa leso. Zili ni move towards kujaza void ya oppression. Ndo ikifikia ni bedem na kwa kifo nimelemewa. Watamka asubuhi wapate ni main office moja kwa hewa. Hizi ni shukra na zihold haijalisha ma distance siko. I will always be grateful as long as kuna flow kwa mito. Shukran.
I know I should be more grateful. I know
That is Grateful by Kalimani, Shahidi and Romy, a bit actually produced by Level Next from Nakuru. Remember, today we are also talking to beat makers, and also we'll have an opportunity to speak to more producers so that we bring the people in the beat making, production bit of it, and the artists. We want to have a conference. It's a conversation that is ongoing, that can't be limited by even this interview that you're having in the studio. So, in the other part of the show, we talked about MCs who kill or who just waste a beat. Okay, and how it is really hurting for the beat makers. How do you go beyond that point? I mean,
okay, for me, I'll say it's all about chemistry. Yeah, before you really work with someone you really want to work with, deeply and extensively, I think the two of you should have a chemistry. You know what this particular artist want, when and how and also why. And if you get to have that chemistry, because I mean, music is, it should be pure. So when you get that chemistry, the purity usually comes up.
Okay, we'll talk about the purity later. Maybe I don't know if it's from the spiritual part of it, but let's talk about the chemistry bit of it. Yeah. How is this chemistry nurtured?
Usually through, for me, I usually do it through conversations and interviews, and also spending time with this guy just off the studio. Yeah, so you get to know each other, like not just on a musical level, but also on an intellectual level, and you get to understand a person better. So for me, it's not usually in studio, it's usually out there.
Oh, okay, it's usually out there.
Yeah.
The first song we listened to, we're talking about Kalimani, Romy. Yeah. Which other artists have you worked with?
I've worked with a bunch of them. I've
bunch?
worked with a lot, man.
Who?
I've worked with Genetic Disorder, Bishop DaUndergroundKe. I've worked with One Face. I've worked with a whole lot. I mean, it's crazy. Trouble Lee, Kina, Tiraya.
Okay, let's talk about the projects, because it's easy to talk about artists, just enumerating them.
Yeah.
But what about the key projects that we can look back and say, yeah, this is level next?
The major one is the Rift. Rift is an acronym, stands for Rhyming Intelligently for them. We did that as a group, 1183. That's where I'm at. One of the co-founders, or founders, if you want it so. But 1183, we did Rift, comprised of about 19 artists. I brought them all together. We did a beautiful project. It shook the underground, and it's still beautiful music, made beautiful music.
So is it still underground, or has it moved up?
Yeah, it has moved up, kinda. It's moved up because some tracks have been received well.
Which year are we talking about?
This was, I did this 2014. It dropped on 2014 January.
2014, 2015, 2016. 3 years down the line. Any other project since then?
Yeah, I did. I worked with Trouble Lee on Occult Law, featuring. He did the album with Jukemeister. It was a beautiful project. After that, I've worked in a project with Romy, Knowledge Mashairi. We did that. Kalimani's new project, I'm there. So yeah, I'm working. Right now I'm working with the cats that are coming up. I'm working with them, trying to nurture them. The group is called Verbal Armageddon. It consists of Rhyme Freak and Verdict.
Okay. So we long to really listen to that new project.
It's coming
How
out.
do you sharpen your skill?
I try to maintain consistency and discipline.
How do you sharpen your skill?
It's okay for me. The way I do it, I try to incorporate a lot of things, ideas, and emotions. So whatever works. At the moment.
Whatever fails.
Yeah. For me, music is a feeling. So if I feel it, then I know it's gonna be dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listener, if you're joining us now, today we are speaking to one of the producers from Nakuru. We're also talking about a great beat maker. His name is Level Next. In case you're joining us now, you can also find us on Facebook. Our fan page is DaUndergroundKe. Our Facebook fan page is DaUndergroundKe. You can post there your comments. Let us know what you have in mind. We listened to one of the songs that he has made the beats for, and we're talking about a song done by an artist called DaUndergroundKe, and the song is called DaUndergroundKe. This is The Underground with me, Jared Ombui.
Wananiita Bishop Dasu aka toka nduki, hata uleto na serikali kama mluki ka akwambua sishtuke na sihitaji kukushambulia kaa nyuki, mzee nitakutoboa kaa soksa michuki kaa Daudi, mimi sihitaji matiki mikuki, nitakutafuna kama irungi, mdomo nimekunja kikiraitu murungi, walinisanya mistari wakidhani watapenya, sasa niko top, mzee washaanza kunishuku kaa semenya, pole bro mtapata nafasi nikisha Kenya kwa Saida Backman watch kaa sinema, mzee ni vile na tema Mungu wa seti peponi pema juu hata mkaa block ka game au separate ka kuyasema na uongeze makali ya meno ka Tyson bado niko fresh ka kishaka na psycho ndo na rap up ka Python na siati na try kwa upset MC bado mko down ka petizi makali zimezidi wembe za nase ni zaidi ya nyundo ni mallet ndio na waseti MCs kwa casket yeah toka do toka do toka do toka do toka 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 do toka do toka do toka do toka do kitu mzu toka do fire langu toka 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 do tunaangusha toka do toka do toka do toka do toka do toka do toka 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 do toka do toka do toka do toka do kitu mzu toka do fire langu toka 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 do tunaangusha toka do kimse bado naanguka msi bado napafute mzuka isi bado nafanya mambo kaki shaka na kado bado na ugua virusi vya hipo bado naonyesha meno wenye kiburi bado na put my MCs ka red na sijatoka namba 866 kodeni wengine wamekama kwa mahiro wakaririsia zero wengine wamekama kwa majini wakaripotea kote kasi za zile wali wana nikiza sioni faida ya kupapiza na wanamea kwa ngazi wawezi last cash out ya kwanza uliza nani aliwafunika ndio nimewaletea Viagra wa mke challenge kwa brain zao zinahitaji juni gari dio giza ya taifa ati sauti ya mwana inchi oops yangu haikuwa included ambia kwa the likes haitaji airplay hii imepita level ya kupewa airplay rules hapa ni za FIFA fair play nita hang mic nywele zikisha tano grade heavyweight ndio category mimi na wewe toka do toka do toka do toka 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 do toka do toka do toka do toka do kitu zu toka do fire langu toka 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 do tunaangusha toka do toka do toka 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 do toka 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 wenyeji waliwaambia watiaji wameisha baada hip hop wafamia walijaribu kututisha mistari zikawaisha mafunzo sana wapate uliza Jeff ni wapi nilianza shule kanjia nilipitia na wapenda jumla nichukia mkiwaza mnasinzia mkiimba mimi na sinzia nikitema mnakimbia kaburi zao walijichimbia wakiflows tunawachapia inspiration tuliwapatia sana nini mnatuambia hata concert yenu inawaambia ni ujinga mnatuimbia akili zenu zimesinzia maji meziingia medari uliza uambiwe wengine walikamkutingisha wakaisha joya score alcohol ukiuliza vipi we are low life phobic hawa send lyrical toxic uliza hata walisika silent kwa fake Christ after they were put on notice doing gospel to lure women not logic I'm lyrically gangatic you need some match yeah mtatoka nduki I say toka do toka do toka do toka do toka 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 do toka do toka do toka do toka do kitu mzu toka do fire langu toka 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 do tunaangusha toka do toka do toka do toka do toka do toka do toka 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 do toka do toka do toka do toka do kitu mzu toka do fire langu toka 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 do tunaangusha toka do Shukran Chalo kwa beat Big up boy Kijana Calvis Kani hip hop tunaileta straight to your face.
Okay, that's the song called Tokanduki. It's actually done by the artist called Tokanduki, and the beat was made by Level Next from Nakuru. Yeah. Remember, this month we are featuring MCs and also producers and beatmakers from this great town of Nakuru. You can post your comments on our Facebook fan page, that is DaUndergroundKe, DaUndergroundKe. Like our page, let us know what you have in mind. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, we've talked about how you really make these beats, and you say, I sharpened my skill, and you mentioned something called discipline.
Yeah.
Let's focus on this discipline.
Yeah.
How much time do you give this art?
I usually try and make about 2 beats per day. I have to make at least 2 beats per day.
Complete beats?
Yeah, complete. I wake up in the AM. Like Dre said, I wake up in the AM, compose a beat. That's me. Wake up in the AM.
What time are we talking about?
Around 3, it's quiet. And I can think, and I can focus. So around 3 a.m., make a beat for about 2 hours. And go back to sleep and wake up later.
And make another one?
No, the other one I'll make probably during the course of the day now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I usually make sure that I chop my samples before I sleep, so that when I wake up around 3, samples are laid, so I just do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So talking about sampling, I remember I interviewed Beatsmith, and the question I asked him, beat making, you said, is the most complex, but later say not really. What really counts is the effort and the skill you put in it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? What happens?
For me, it all depends. depends on usually the mood I'm in. Because sometimes you just feel like, no, I can't do this. But like I say, discipline, so you just have to. But at the end of the day, when you have, I believe I've used my 10,000 hours. So I believe, to me, I'm actually mastering the craft right now, because I got it.
Okay, when you're making a beat, do you have an artist in mind, or do you just make a beat, then you say, this one I'll just sell it to whoever comes?
No, I don't usually make beats for artists specifically, but there's that moment when you're making that sound and you feel like, nah, so and so should be here. Or you're making a beat, maybe somebody offered you, like a job to do, and then you go like, yeah, I was making this for that person, but that moment, hits you that, nah, it cannot fit him or her. Let me switch it. No, let me save this one for another guy. It happens. But usually I don't make beats like I focus like this one is made specifically for this kind of person. No, I'm just into sound. I love sounds. I love manipulating sounds. That's me. So if it sounds good and I feel it, job done.
Okay, does beat making pay? Can it really feed a family, or this is a by the way thing?
Anything can feed a family. I believe it's all about hard work. But as per now, I cannot say it can feed a family, because especially in Nakuru here, we are not that exposed. We're selling beats so cheaply that if artists knew this, I don't
Cheap is 7,000?
No. No, man, come on. So that's a lot, man. A lot, man. I don't want to mention figures, man. Come on.
This is business.
People
this is business. Mention it and we come for it. How much?
People start counting my chips, man.
No.
I don't want people to count my chips.
Why? You see, this is a platform whereby beat makers actually meet MCs, and also producers meet beat makers. Yeah. And this is all about business.
Oh, okay, let us say this.
Let's talk about an album or a mixtape.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk in volumes.
How many songs?
10 track mixtape beats.
10 tracks.
10 tracks album beats.
Okay. 10 tracks mixtape beats. You have to give me 25K. But you haven't factored in the studio stuff, the recording and stuff. So give me 25 beats, you do the math. Then albums, I'll do 40. But if you got 35 here, we can talk. I'm a hustler.
Okay, so it's about a conversation varying from one person to the next.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so what is your future? You say if you say the much you make out of beat making, people will count your chips, right?
Yeah.
What is your future as a beat maker in Nakuru? Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years, 3 years?
The next 2, 3, I see myself growing each and every day. And I want to be, I think in 2 or 3 years, I'll be out there more, because I think that is one of my downfall. I haven't been out there more. I got, issues, personal, academic, So in the next 2 or 3 years, I think my face will be out there more. My sound will be out there more, because by now I have a sound. I think I have a signature sound. So I believe in the next 2, 3 years, it will be all level next, all day.
Okay, we're coming actually to the close of the interview, and I think my audience must be asking themselves, Level Next has talked about these beats for a mixtape. He has talked also about the beats for an album.
Yeah.
How can we get in touch? Are you on Facebook? Are you on email?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Level Next Music. You can also find me at Level Next, still on Facebook. But I'm also on Twitter at Level Next 83. If you want email, you can email me at levelnext1183@gmail.com.
Okay, I really want to thank you for coming to our studio. But also let's think about the children who are listening to you and they want to be beat makers, producers. Your word to them?
My word to the kids out there is follow your dreams. If you feel that this is what you want to do, go ahead and do it, but just remember, carry on tradition, okay? Yeah, don't come and mess it all up, because the guys who left it for us didn't mess it all up. Don't be selfish, just do you, stay true. This is hip-hop. Do you, stay true, and you should love to work and have discipline, because everything comes through discipline. Have discipline yourself. So when you get that, I think it's a wrap. To be okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Level Next, for coming to our studio. And today we're doing this from Nakuru. We are talking about Falanka Studio. Our sound technician or producer here is Yakov the Jews. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. The show is actually the DaUndergroundKe. It's been lovely talking to this man.
Thank you.
Actually, you have been my point man.
Yeah.
In journalism, we call them, what is this name? I've forgotten, but no problem.
Okay.
I'm becoming old.
No problem.
Thank you. This is the Underground.
I appreciate it.
Extrapolate metaphor. Yo.
I'm the epitome. My words explored, equivalent to epic episodes. The enigmatic MC, evolving after epiphanies, making rappers experience epileptic seizures and epistaxis. My vocal cords vibrate voluntarily. I violate, vaporize, and vanquish vividly. My voice is a viral vermin. I don't spit, I vomit venom, living with vast volumes of verbal photography, perpetually blessed to provoke mental pictures explicit as snuff pornography. I'm brutal, I'm barbaric, but the mic is never abused. I break ballistic bars, leave your brittle brain bruised. Real rappers are like a dying breed at the brink of extinction, but I'm callous, I display cannibalistic tendencies, that's the contradiction. Colossal mindless clones, computating carelessly to cause hip-hop's crucifixion. They fail to grasp the facts. This is spiritual, deeper than acting, blood vessel vasoconstriction, beyond visual, multilingual, impeccable syllables, lyrical miracles that are non-fiction. I possess multiple methods, melodiously manipulated, modulated for mic tactics. I can teach misogynistic monkeys modern mathematics, articulate metaphorically, leave you mongrels feeling melancholic, masses emotions levitated to levels of melodramatic, cause this flow is immaculately formulated to demobilize metabolic pathways. Let your chicks clutch the clits, cause this lyrical mystical physical particles swell to gigantical sizes. I easily eliminate elevated egos, living fake fours, feeling like the Titanic as the self-esteem capsizes. Be the rawest rugged rapper whose records remain rewinded, repeatedly recited. Stepped in the game, rekindled the flame, now this bitch just got ignited.
Yo.
Choke on the smoke, I ain't no joke. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Choke on the smoke, I ain't no joke. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past.
Shakespeare said the world is a stage, so currently the curtains are raised. I'm embracing my fate to damage these fakes, rectify their mistakes, start over again. I'm turning the page, ill in this game, fueled by the thirst for revenge, hunger and hate. Damaged brakes on the track, Denzel at the back. I'm the unstoppable train. Mention my name or stand in the way. Get blown by the rage and crushed by the weight to prove to your mates what sort of blunder you've made. Shocked by the way these lines are arranged. Child player, do it every day. When carried away and we'd never be saved. You strained, fasted and prayed. The Kaya inspires my brain to aim higher, think better and faster, combine before, now and after to one and compose these cancerous chapters with motives concealed like the sins of a priest. Synchronize my words and thoughts to match up so your fragile brains could catch up. Puts the hands of time in plasters as evidence. The clock's done ticking, your time is over, and apparently we're done thinking we're taking over. An industry obsessed with skipping and bending over, galley creeping, sweeping, tripping and falling over. A senseless sissy strapped in skinny jeans, be busy screaming and stripping on back concerts. I stand alone as hip-hop soldier and go last on feature tracks, cause if I start, I make your verses seem like skits and shoutouts. What's considered as extreme skills in most hoods, in mine it's perceived as handouts. I'm what happens when you put evil and bright on a writer. Most say their verses are venom, I'm triple the viper. I could spit a whack verse and still cripple your cipher. Cause you people lie a lot, I'm bitter like the wife of Lot. So if my fall is your final hope, then I suggest you befriend a sisal rope. Try and tie the knot, hang and post, die and rot as I laugh and snort. Metaphor.
Choke on the smoke, I ain't no joke. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Choke on the smoke, I ain't no joke. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Choke on the smoke, I ain't no joke. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Choke on the smoke, I ain't no joke. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past. Rappers get gassed when I breeze past.